For many years now, I have been using lightweight and heavyweight tripods. The monopods that I own are quite heavy. Searching on Amazon, I did find an Amazon Basic monopod which was lightweight. There were a couple of things that drew my attention to it when reading the specs. One, it was lightweight, and two, it will take up to 6.6 pounds in weight. For me this was ideal because the heaviest piece of equipment that I carry around is only 4.5 pounds. The biggest surprise was its price, so I ordered one. I will leave a link in the description for this Amazon Basic 67-inch monopod. In the past I've always found Amazon Basic equipment quite good. There is a very nice chunky foam handle. On the very top can be found a 1/4 screw to connect your camera equipment to. Now the lanyard that they give you is quite small, so I didn't find that of any use for me at all. Each of the sections on the monopod is made from aluminum or aluminium depending upon where you come from. There is a total of 3 lever locks for each of the sections. There is only a small amount of pressure required to lock each one. When locked, they will not slip. There is a small groove on either side of the tubing on each of the sections. This will stop any rotations. On the bottom can be found a rubber grommet for hard surfaces. When this is screwed in, it will then expose a spike that can be used on soft ground. The monopod, when collapsed into the closed position, only measures 54 centimeters, that's 21.25 inches. And when fully extended it measures 172 centimeters, which is 67 inches. The total weight is 370 grams or 13 ounces or 0.82 pounds. It was nice to see that they do provide you with a carrying bag. The zip itself is quite good quality and does run the length of the canvas bag. The carrying strap is made of nylon and is adjustable. Being able to put the monopod inside a carrying bag with a shoulder strap is brilliant when out and about run and gunning. I know we all try to get whatever we can inside any bags when we're carrying equipment, but this bag is only just big enough to hold the monopod. As I mentioned earlier, for putting on your shoulder, it's absolutely ideal. Any lighting, microphones or camera equipment with a 1/4 is ideal for this monopod. The DJI Action or GoPro cameras, no problems at all, but I bought it for bigger equipment as it's claimed to carry up to 6.6 pounds in weight. Later on I will put bigger camera equipment on that I normally use to test it. With the monopod extended at its full extent at 67 inches, getting those high up in the air shots is a breeze with this monopod. From its full length of 67 inches down to the smallest size of 21.25 inches, this can be set at any of those positions between those two figures. I do have fitted on mine a quick release plate, the same quick release plate that I use on all my camera equipment. This means I can swap and change any of the cameras that I normally use with relative ease and speed. For the type of photography or videos that I make, having it rigid on the top is fine. If you do need an adjustable ball head, there's an absolute pile of those on both eBay and Amazon that will fit onto this monopod. It is very rare that I do use a ball head with a monopod. The full weight of the equipment that I use when filming only weighs in at just below 5 pounds in weight. On occasion I will fit an LED light on the top, which brings me to approximately 5.25 pounds. This monopod copes with it with no issues or problems at all. I hope you found this information of use to you. Thank you for watching.
This is the Amazon Basics 67-inch monopod. It's made out of aluminum tubing. It's a 3-section monopod. It's got a cushion grip handle, a wrist strap, and a threaded stud for a camera or binoculars or some type of optical device, whatever will fit that threaded stud. 67 inches tall when it's fully extended. It's going to put the camera or whatever, for me it's above eye level, so it's definitely tall enough. Seems well made. The latches down here are plastic. They seem pretty durable though. And there's a rubber foot at the end. And inside the rubber foot is a metal spike. Let me spin this around. It's a metal spike that you spin the rubber foot down. Expose the metal spike. I guess if you had, I don't know, if you're outside and you wanted to stabilize a little bit so it didn't slide or something, you could use that metal spike. For me, I'd probably use the rubber foot most of the time. The latches, see if I can get a close-up of it. Like I said, they're made out of plastic, and they're a lever type. Flip it out, and then basically the section just slides right out. And once it slides out, just push down and it locks it in. That's one section. So I got my little point and shoot on there, and I got all the sections extended out. And like I said, it seems pretty durable. It's lightweight, so it's not going to take up a lot of, lightweight, and it's small too. It's small diameter, so it's not going to take up a lot of space or add a lot of weight to whatever stuff you're packing. And for me, I think it'll fit the bill, and it'll probably last. It'll last as long as I need it to last. So far, I'm happy with it, and hopefully it'll work for anybody that purchases it in the future.
Do que se trata? Dentro da caja, nada más. Mira que guay, que bien apresentado. ¿Veis? Abrimos. E temos aqui um monopié. Veis? Com a garra em esponja. Tem aqui uma para que não nos caia de la mano. Esta cinta. Tiene esta parte que é a parte de abaixo em goma, de ser em pincho para pincharmos ou em goma para proteger, para não se movimentar de um lado para o outro. E tem 1, 2 e 3. Isto tem 1,70 m. Aqui poderemos, nesta câmara, filmarmos onde tenho que me filmar assim mais alto, hein? Ou firro, veis? Isto é em alumínio muito ligeiro, apresenta muito boa qualidade, muito baratas, e que para um fotógrafo ou um videocâmara, pois o monopé há sempre sítios onde não podemos levar o tripé, porque há muita gente, e isto é muito prático para ponermos a câmera ou a videocâmera e temos onde fijá-lo e para não temblar a mano, para termos boas fotos ou buenos vídeos sem temblar ou sem movimentos raros. Tem su fundita, onde lo guardamos. É? Isto é muito fácil de montar e desmontar. Isto se guarda em um minuto, vamos. Já está. E é super leve. Levezito. Por nada. E que compartam o vídeo com vossos amigos. Deem um like, se assim o considerarem. E deixai vossa opinião abaixo. Todas as opiniões construtivas são bem-vindas. Cada jueves às 18 horas, mais um vídeo à minha maneira.
Okay, so this is just a quick overview of the Amazon Basics monopod. I'll go over some video footage because that's primarily the reason I've got it, but also some photos at the end. So it's relatively light construction, really light actually. Easy to open, it gets really tall. I'm 6'1" and the camera's a little bit high for me. Nice clamps, as you can see here, rather than the turning ones, which I do prefer. Clip them back together. Spike at the bottom for mud, but also a regular rubber stand if you prefer that. There's a small thread on the bottom here, rather than the bigger one. So if you want to put a big tripod head, fluid head, ball head, then you'll need to get a converter. So I'm doing some general video here following the dog. It does a much better job than I would do just hand holding it. In a second now I'll do some more test footage with no stabilization, and then I'll switch it to a stabilized version using software afterwards, so you can see the difference as well. You can see that's much better, and it just makes the job of stabilizing afterwards much easier when you're using the monopod. This was to show a more close-up. Obviously there is going to be some movement, but nowhere near as much as there would be if I was trying to do this without the monopod. Objects closer up show much more movement. Here's another one with no stabilization, and afterwards I apply stabilization so it looks as though there's no movement at all, and it works fantastically. And now I'll show you a few photographs with the shutter speeds at the bottom there. That was the slowest, but still usable. As you go wider, it's very, very usable. So I would say the monopod makes your life much easier. You don't need a tripod head, and I hope this video helps a little bit. Thank you.
Allora, l'articolo nel complesso mi è piaciuto. L'ho utilizzato per fare riprese tramite videocamera o scatti con reflex. Quindi è robusto, abbastanza sensibile. L'unica pecca è che avrei avuto necessità di trasportare questo monopiede all'interno di uno zaino. Ma se voi avete presente il monopiede originale, il classico manfrotto, ecco, questo monopiede Amazon Basics invece è leggermente più lungo da chiuso, per cui non entrava all'interno dello zaino. Alla fine, nonostante questo, considerata la qualità, l'ho comunque tenuto e ha fatto il suo.